Okay, look, I'm not even supposed to be recording right now. I put my glasses on. I'm going to go to bed soon. But I played a game, and the way that it ended had my heart pounding. I could feel it beating in my chest. It should not have ended the way that it did. I'm still in shock. I've seen some crazy stuff in my chess career, but this might top them all. I don't know. You tell me. What do you guys think? I'm going to show you the game. I'm going to analyze it with you live. This this was crazy. Okay, I have not seen what the engine said about the game. I just want to show you how it ended. So I played this really bad opening, but that's okay. I just tried to be aggressive. Put the bishop on an aggressive diagonal. Great. And my plan here, since he castled so early, was to throw the pawns forward and try to castle queenside. So I played h6, supporting g5. There we go. Drop the bishop back. He traded. Okay. Knight comes back. I push the pawn. I mean, this is what I wanted to do. Push the pawns, attack the king. Yes, it's a free pawn, but then it opens up my rook, so I would be happy if they decided to take it. They didn't. Great. G4. Bishop e6. There's the castle queenside. A little bit open here, but on a move like queen a4, I was just going to bring my king over. It stops the queen from coming in, and there's no easy way for the knight to get over here and cause me problems, and so I wasn't worried about that. Okay, so I castled. They play queen c2. Back to the game. Here we go. I brought the rook over here. Now everybody's in position to launch a nice attack. Okay, a4, h4. Knight jumps in. Now I thought about not taking this and going queen g5, which is an okay move. Actually, Stalker says they're both about equal. Both of these moves are about equal, so it didn't really matter. I ended up taking it and then trying to reroute my knight here. They played c4, which defends the pawn, but it opens up this square. So I was thinking of pushing, but then I was also thinking, like, I don't know if I'm quite ready. I think I need more firepower. So knight f5. I'm going to jump into this really juicy d4 square. No pawns can chase me away. The bishop can't chase me away. The queen can't take me because it's like this is a really great square for the knight. So I could see that. So they push. I jump in. Okay. Queen d1. Now, I am down to a minute. I still have some calculating to do. I'm telling you that because the time is going to play a crucial role in this story. All right. So they go queen d1. I mean, of course, I can trade this for it, but the bishop's not doing anything. My knight's going to be amazing. And so I saw what I thought was a really good move. Turns out, I'm looking at it now, it's his blunder. I thought this was going to be a brilliant move because in my mind, I'm thinking, if you take me, I take back, open this up. There must be a way to get checkmate here. Apparently, there's not. The best thing is for me to just take this and it's equal. I was thinking like somehow I'm going to come in and checkmate, but I guess the rook can defend. Okay. And they played the best move, king h1. And apparently white is winning. Now, I thought after queen f4, I'm like, no, I'm checkmating this guy. I'm coming in with checkmate. Of course, if you take me, there's this. And again, I don't know. In my mind, I for some reason thought that this was good for me. Apparently, it's not that great. Okay, they take. I push. Yeah, this is the best move. So, because if I take, they just take back. And I actually have nothing. I can't attack this. Even if I push this, what does it matter? I can go here, but I'm not even threatening anything. They can just play rook g1 or whatever they want. So I was like, I got to change up the plan here. g3. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I'm threatening to fork the king and the rook. So this is a big deal. If you take me, I just recapture, and now I've opened up this guy, which is great. So you probably don't want to take me. If you try to blockade me, I'm going to push and then fork you here, or worse. So I was feeling pretty good. Okay, rook g1. Great defending by my opponent. Stops the fork. And now I'm like kind of panicking a little bit here. I'm like, I don't see how to get through. I have 43 seconds. I spent 13 of my seconds just to recapture here to try to keep the attack going. They go rook g4. I captured. I'm down to 23 seconds. Like I'm running out of time, and I'm down a piece that I sacrificed, and I'm not seeing a checkmate because there is no checkmate, which makes sense why I wasn't seeing one. So I played h3. I don't know why. I'm just trying to keep the king cut off as best I can. I'm down to 20 seconds now. They play bishop f3. I'm kind of panicking. I'm down to 16 seconds. It turns red and you hear the sound and you're like, what am I going to do? So I played f5. I'm like, I got to get this file open to have any chance. They take me, which is a big mistake. I go rook g8. I'm like, okay, great. At least I have the open file. I'm down to 15 seconds. And right here, guys, queen e2. I froze. I just froze. I'm winning, but I need to find the winning. I'm like, there must be something. How do I make use of this and get my queen to help? And I'm trying to think, and there's only 15 seconds left. And I saw it. I finally saw the move, queen d4. And I'm looking at the engine, and it's telling me, yes, this was the move. So I found the right move. But I spent too long. I only had 0.9 seconds left when I played this move. I'm like, Nelson, if you would have just played it a little bit faster, you're winning this game, but now you have 0.9 seconds. Like, what is going on? You can't win the game with 0.9 seconds. Because even if I pre-move every single move, I can only make one move in 1/10 of a second, I think. So theoretically, 9 moves if they were all pre-moves. But the game's not over. Yes, I'm winning now because I have this threat, but I don't have like a forced checkmate if white stops me. Now, here's what's going on. In case you're wondering, if white does some random move like this, I'm going to be able to come here, check, and get this beautiful checkmate. Okay? And now that I'm capable of pre-moving in 2 moves. The problem is that they don't have to do that. They can bring their queen back, and then after this happens, if I take, they take, I take, they take, yeah, I won their queen, but the game has to go on, and they still have a rook and a bishop and a bunch of pawns, and I have 0.9 seconds. Like, there's no way. So I was thinking to myself, I'm just done. I mean, I wasted too much time. I can't believe this. They have 42 seconds to figure out how to not get checkmated. And I just was like, well, I'll just pre-move this, just in case they let me checkmate him. They did not. They played the best move, queen f1. Okay, they stopped the checkmate by adding a defender. I pre-moved it though, so I'm down to 0.8, and I pre-moved the recapture. And I started thinking, what are they going to do? I mean, I'm going to try my best here to pre-move some stuff. What are they going to do? Well, most likely, what does everybody do when they're trying to flag you? They put you in check. And I'm thinking to myself, I'll go here. They're going to put me in check. I guess I can go here. They're probably going to put me in check. I guess I can go here. It's worth a shot. I'm like, what are the odds? Because if they play some other random moves, maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. But I started pre-moving it. So I pre-moved the recapture. Okay, cool. Now I'm at 0.7 seconds. They capture. There's my pre-move. Actually, I pre-moved this first because I was going to let them check me, I guess was what I was thinking. I'm at 0.6. And they're at 20 seconds. Like, they have plenty of time. They thought about the solution to stop the checkmate. Now they're just thinking how the best way to flag me, right? They go here, but they spent 15 seconds. Now they're down to 6 seconds. And guess what? I pre-moved this because I guessed right. They checked me. I pre-moved it again. Now I'm at 0.4 seconds. I'm using 1/10 of a second every move. They check me again. I pre-move this. They're down to 4 seconds. Now it's a time scramble. I'm just Guys, you should have seen me. When I was playing this game, I literally was like, pre-move. I'm pre-moving like back and forth like 15 times because I don't know what exactly they're going to do. I'm thinking I'll just be safe there. They checked me. My pre-move happened 0.2 seconds, and they lost on time. How does that happen? 0.9 seconds right here. It took me that long to find, and I only had 0.9. I can't even talk. I can't even believe that this happened. I'm still like, my heart is still kind of pounding in my chest, Please let me know in the comments. Have you ever seen anything this ridiculous before? Like, the amount of ways that white could have won this game, like, you could have, for example, moved here with your rook would have been one way to do it. Or if you check me here, my pre-move is going to fail. That's another way to do it. Or instead of this check, if they would have played b4, if they would have, taken the pawn, if they would have probably like moved their bishop to attack my queen, they could have taken the number of ways that I should have lost this game. It is absolutely insane to me that I was able to pull off 7 pre-moves in a row, avoiding all of the checks, and flag my opponent who had 42 seconds. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just like, I can't believe this happened. So Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed watching this game. Pretty wild game. Like I said, I wasn't planning on recording a video, but I just was like, no, this is just too wild of a moment to pass up. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay sharp, play smart, take care.